Today filming at Stonehenge, and thought I'd do a separate video on my opinions of Stonehenge. So just been to Avebury Stone Circle, and it's a very different place, Avebury. So the thought process behind Stonehenge is that it was made thousands of years ago, and this particular alignment is something that our ancient ancestors did. However, it is part of the mainstream thought process, but this was dismantled and all put back together in the early 1900s. So we've only got sketches of the old Stonehenge, no real good evidence of what Stonehenge was before the remodelling of Stonehenge. And when we see this stone here looks like the stones you find in a stone circle. So the stones that we see in the centre there are designed to attract to a modern mindset that sees things in blocks. In the 18th century and probably before that, and the 19th century, we're looking at houses, square houses, not round houses with thatch roofs. Everything is square, and this design really does appeal to that mindset. So my speculative thoughts are, were the stones originally like that, or like the ones at Avebury, and have they been refaced and regrouped to make this more appealing and touristic version of Stonehenge? So obviously that was a long time ago, so what we're seeing here and all the growth on there is growth that's happened over the last couple of hundred years. And if you were trying to remodel it, you wouldn't, you're going to use some natural curved bits of stones to try and make it the right shape. For me, it just doesn't look like the other stone circles. And there are some stones missing, but when you go to Avebury, it's quite clear that the people there have robbed all the stones and built their houses from it. No such thing here. And the stone circles are normally a lot larger. This is a very small henge. Very good location if you want to do alignments, because you've got these barrows all the way round. So not really questioning the henge itself, more is this modern interpretation. Is this just used for tourism? Certainly we do know the Victorians were really big into tourism and to visiting these artefacts, and I wonder whether, even when we go back to places like Sussex, things like Devil's Dyke, you'd find there was a train that took you to Devil's Dyke, so you could have a look at Devil's Dyke. It was the modern or the Victorian version of a fairground. So is that what we're seeing here? So the pagans and druids that come to this today, do they really know that this is the shape? Is it the true meaning of it? Don't know. There's something odd about even this centre stone here, the one in the middle. with the point on the top. Yeah, the ones around the other side have got like the little divots that locate them, and I don't think there's anywhere in ancient times that type of mechanism has been used. So it could just be that the guys that in Wiltshire were particularly clever and skilled at creating this keyway. But more commonly, to make a joint in the ancient times, they would chisel out a section and maybe melt some metal into it. Yeah, that would be the sort of normal way of making a joint. Having a little keyway on top and a divot for it to go in is not going to be the strongest connection, hence why all of these some of these have fallen over. Also, the fact that they have fallen over is a bit odd to me. It almost looks like an interpretation of a modern film where that you've got this disaster thing, this apocalyptic image. The fact that some of these have fallen over, we don't get earthquakes in England, or if we do, they're few and far between, and we don't get them to the degree that it could shake a rock like that to tip it over. So either these have been pulled over by man to be quarried, don't know. Just a few thoughts on it. Comment down below what your thoughts are on this ancient structure.